Before we get into this video, I just want to highlight something. For those who don't know, 10 men a day post-separation unalive themselves in the UK due to the divorce laws that we have in place, the laws around family court, the lack of rights that fathers have, and the fact that fathers actually have no right in law to see their children. If you are one of those men suffering the family court system or going through divorce, going through this adversity or trouble, head over to my other channel, Disqualified Dads. There is information on there around the family court system, how to navigate it, how to get through it, and how to survive. And yes, keep going, don't give up, you will get through this. Now let's get on with getting this done. As you can see, this workshop is an absolute mess. That's why I need to get this bench built soon. Hence, I bought one of these, a Titan Planer Thicknesser. We will go into the details in a minute, but let's unbox it, get it out first. Now, this was $189.99 in screwfix. Now, I looked at some on eBay and Gumtree, tried to get a second-hand one, tried to save myself some money. Even on eBay, a second-hand one of these went for around 120 quid. With delivery, 120 quid. There was another one for 120 quid, but the delivery would have cost from eBay another 30 quid, which would have made it 150 quid. So for 190 quid, with a 2-year warranty, that made more sense. So let's see if it's any good. Right, just so you know which model this is the Titan TTB579PLN. Now, as you know, I ain't very good with these manuals. So there you go. Can't even keep all of them. Right, I'm already bored. We'll deal with that later. Let's just get it out of the box. Get it out. Right, this is turning into a bit of a workout. Right, listen. Plan B. Screw the box. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Why am I struggling? I'm sick and tired of struggling. Again, working on the floor in these. Those who have been in the trade for so long, after a while, every time you're doing a job and you can see that you need to bend down, you start mentally procrastinating. That's why I need this bench built. So I've got this timber here. So look, the machine's fully protected in the box. I can't knock that. It's fully protected, as you can see here. So for the packaging, unboxing, Titan, I'll give 10 out of 10 for that. I don't expect this to have any problems or damage now, because how well packed it is. It's got a nice, oily, brand new smell. Lovely. Look, it's got this grease, sort of oily paper here. Dirty. Right, we've got loads of bits here. It's got a shank, a little bit of a shank, plastic shank. Right, when you look at the pictures and the videos, when you see this on YouTube, it looks a lot bigger and bulkier. So when you see this on YouTube, right, it looks massive. When you look at the picture, it just looks really big, but it's such a small, nice, compact machine. I have to say, I'm quite impressed at how small it is. Just to give you some perspective, look, I mean, it's not as bulky as it looks in other YouTube videos. You know, it's a very small, compact machine. I'll give it that. Right, purely due to the fact that it's a small machine, I've decided to put it on the platform so that I can move it around easily and we can do what we need to it to get it up and working. I mean, I'm still surprised by the size. Right, let's get all the bits. So these are the feet. Obviously they're going to go underneath, so I'm going to do that now. Now with the feet, very simple. Got a washer. Put the washer in there. I say put the washer over your screw. Put that through there like that. And then there's your Allen key. Screw that in. Screw, washer through there. Right, first job, feet done. Right, next job, this is the side of the fencing unit, which I believe is the mount here somehow. Don't know how yet. No idea. Right, we're at this stage here, yeah? Can you see that part there? Long story short, that would have to go here, and then this here, yeah, with these screws here and these spring washers would go through that. And that, which will then go through there, is what we're going to do next. So just so you can see what it is. So that will go, see those screws sticking out? Into there. Stand by. Just give you a closer look. So they've gone in. Obviously I'm just tightening that up. Here's that little T-piece thingy, or not T-piece, whatever that was. And there I'm just screwing that in. Right, that spring washer's caught it. That's why you have to have a spring washer so you don't over tighten it. There. Don't over tighten it. It's got a spring washer on there. It just suddenly stops. Yeah. Job done. Right, that's the fence on. Right, it looks a bit. I don't know if it's meant to be, mate, but if you look at that gap there, you see that gap there? I'm not being funny. Look how bent that is there. You see what I'm saying? Looks like it comes out. So this straight away is a. I don't know if it's meant to be like that, but I can assure you it's definitely not. Right, that's not too bad here. Alright, I ain't gonna lie, it's not too bad there. Right, it must be me, because look, even though that fence don't look great, it is, it's not straight, but it's square. It's just not straight in this direction here. I don't know how to measure that. I don't know how to show you that. There, can you see that? See that at the end? What I'm talking about is that. What I'm talking about is this. Can you see that? Right, it's not going through. That's what I'm talking about. Right, we'll come back to that in a minute. Let's just get on with the next bit. Next bit is this guardrail here. Let's figure this out. The guardrail goes on here by the looks of it. Somehow. Right. Just to show you the bits we got with it. Are these. This is for that guardrail. So let's get them on. Right, I've had a look at the manual. When they're referring to the big flat washer, they're referring to these. They're not that big, yeah. It's ridiculous, yeah. I mean, what do you call that? I don't know what you call that. Like, they're not that big, yeah. So where they go is here. I will show you. Here and here. And as I mentioned before, so you put those washers there. First the knob. Nice and easy to screw that in. And then this one. It's the only nut I have. I think it goes here. So washer's on. Put the washer on. Now stick the nut on. And look, it comes with a handy little spanner. Very nice. One side. Oh, there's the correct side. There you go, it's nice and tight. What I'm left with now is these. So, and that. This is what's left. Let's do that next. Right, I figured out where that goes and what this is for. So you see that knob here? Sorry, not that knob. That thing sticking up. You see that? That handle goes there, which is this, which goes on here. Not like there. And that, I think, lowers and raises this. You see that tray? So that's what that is for. That doesn't need to stay in there, but keep it safe. So what we have left is this and this now, which we will figure out. Right. Only thing I can gather is this. So if you look at that there, I don't know how clear you can see that, but I think you remove this screw here, which I've loosened. Taking the screw out. And then I think this thing here, get that thing there, put that into there like that, over that, and then this goes in here. I have no idea what it's meant to do, but it looks got a little spring so you can tuck it out of the way. Leave that there. This knob here will adjust the height, I believe. Right, so this knob here, I just realised, what the hell is this? Where does that go? Well, we'll figure that in a minute. But this thing here, this here will control the amount of planing you want to do. So let's turn that knob there. There you go, look, 1 mil. How good you can see that. Right, I've gone into 4K, 60 frames per minute, so you can see this here. Man, I can't even see it here. How good is the camera? Right, that'll control the depth. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. There's a slight lighting issue. Nah, I can't see it. But look, just see the red line, yeah? Don't be too technical, we'll just look at the red line. Right, that's up to 3 mil. Pushes it back up to, all the way up to less than half a mil. I still don't know what that does, but we'll figure that out in a minute. Right, again, the recording, working, it's all very difficult. Lighting, everything's a problem here. Right, so if you're using the bottom, the thicknesser side of it, this would go on top for your dust extraction, I presume. And if you're using the top, the planer, which is what we're going to use first, this I presume goes into the bottom somewhere. Let's figure out where. Right, just figured something out, fitted that wrong. So I'm going to drop that back down. This nut here, this one right here, You're meant to take that off, and there's a hole in the bed, in that little bed tray there. So when it squeezes up, these two slot into place in two other holes there, which I'll show you, and that nut goes through the middle one and you tighten it up with that. So that's where I went wrong. Let me show you those holes quickly. So, see that hole there, and then you got the two holes there. That goes through that middle hole, and these two will drop through here, securing that onto that tray. So, get it. Like that, I'm presuming, somehow, something like that. See that sitting in there. Right, just hand tight. It says in the manual, don't go mad, just hand tight, whatever, yeah. Right. That's done. All that's done. I can't really do no more instructions, I can't do it. I just want to see some action. So let's get a piece of wood. Oh, got this whole piece of wood right here. Let's give that a go. How do you do this? Right, let's see. It's actually quite scary. Straight away I've noticed the blade has got a couple of dents in it. What's that? I'm not gonna laugh. There's a couple of little dents in the blade here, which I'm not too impressed with, if I'm honest. Right, look at the colour on that wood, yeah? That's how it was. That's how it is now. This is how this side was. It's not bad, I mean, look at the edges. It's squared out that edge really nicely. Right, I'm gonna just reduce the let me do this bad boy here now. This is how the spoon works, is like that. Get off. Alright, alright, don't work like that, forget that, man. I don't know what that does. Don't know what the script is like. Just do it like this. Apologies, battery was about to die, stop recording. And what I've noticed is this piece here I've just put through, I don't know if you can see in the camera, it's taken more off the end than it has at the top. So I think you've got to keep the pressure even as you're doing it. So I will try and keep the pressure like that. But it's very hard to do with these weird things. So. It's doing it. The bottom end is getting squarer. As you can see, that's the rounded edge. But on the end, it seems to be just taking a little bit more off. I don't know if you can see it. It's a very faint amount. I don't know how you keep the pressure even. How do you do this? Do you ease off when you get there? Figured it out. We're pressing it here. The pressure should be here, not here. So as I was pushing it through, because this hand was at the end, this side is lower than this side. So it just sort of at the end takes a little bit more off. Hence, as you're pulling it through, pressure stays this side. The wood runs with this side here. So let's try the other side. That ran through a lot smoother. There's something dodgy going on here. Why is this side going square? Cock that up. I've cocked that up, it's not. See that wobble there? So the planing element is planing more on one side than the other. So I don't know why that is. That cause. Let's try. Well, I accidentally lifted it up halfway, and this is a lot more trickier than it looks, gotta be honest. Right, this side's a bit better. I managed to pull this side back. This side is well iffy. Try again. It's a little bit better. I mean, I've still messed it up somehow, but look, it's the first goal. Now, I'll do one side flat. Let's do one on this side, yeah. So we know we've tried both sides. That's pretty smooth now, flipping it. Yeah, that's good. That is not bad. Not bad at all. Let me show you how not bad it is. Apologies. So it does work, it can do it. It is possible. Right, that is the Titan 1500 watt planer thicknesser TTB579PLN, 190 quid from screwfix. I will be doing another review of it once I have chopped up all that lot, or should I say milled all of that. But from the offset, well packaged, simple enough to put together. It's simple enough to operate. It's just knowing the few little limitations. You need to just get that a little bit more straightened up. I'll do a separate video on exactly how to just straighten that fully once I've figured it out a lot more in depth, but this is a basic of how to put it together, just get it working, get the job sort of running. I'll figure out if this is how good this is and how to use this properly later, and anything else that I figure out on it. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one. And if you are going through family court, you're struggling to see your children, one of the most important things that will ever affect your lifetime, like I said, your children, head over to my other channel, Disqualified Dads. There's plenty of information and knowledge out there trying to help parents. 90% happen to be men who have been separated from their children. The channel is there dedicated to help fathers get back to their children, with their children ultimately, and some mothers. And there's loads of martial arts, MMA, jiu-jitsu, drills and demos on there, because I do a bit of that as well. Thank you for watching. Electrical Solutions Evo Limited. I will see you on the next one.